Welcome back, everybody, to the...
Do you know what this podcast is called?
Better Together.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I should have worn the merch.
Well, your merch.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how awkward it was for me to be at your house during your video and Sam and Colby are just there and they're like, oh, Better Together. And then like having you talk about this in front of you and just being like, I swear to you, I never stole the idea. I was in a car with Kian one day and I was like, hey, I'm doing this podcast called Better Together. And he was like, oh, we have merch coming out called Better Together. And I was just like, oh, shoot.
Same time, bro.
Yeah.
That's
so
funny.
To anyone who is watching this and is like, Seb is stealing, I might be.
No. We actually thought we stole. We thought you would think we stole from you.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, Seb has a Better Together podcast? Like, fuck. Hopefully he doesn't think we stole that.
You know, I saw on Twitter you put like Better Together TM or something, or on like Instagram.
TM, yeah.
And I was like, oh shoot.
It just looked better.
They're going for my throat.
Nah, it just looked better.
Anyways, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Better Together podcast. Dude, I'm incredibly excited for this interview right here.
Same.
Really?
Yes, very excited.
You know what's a funny story? You told me you dreamt of me asking you to do this podcast.
That's right.
What happened in that dream?
I don't really remember. Fuck. I remember texting you it. I usually text people the dreams that I have just so I can remember them.
Yeah.
And then I forget.
Oh,
But
dang.
I for sure did. I don't remember like the exact details, but I think it's because I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I follow Kian. So one of the y'all posted like
A
clips
podcasting?
of the podcast.
Yeah.
So I think that carried on to the dream world as I was checking my phone before I went to bed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably what it was.
Bro, well, like I said before, I'm very excited about this podcast, mostly because I'm going to just start off by saying I learned a lot from you working with you on the road trip.
Okay.
And you really, I know I said this that last night when we were on the last night of a road trip, we were all saying nice things to each other.
Yeah.
You really taught me how to effing work, dude.
Yeah.
If there was anybody that like I needed to meet expectations out of the whole group, it was you, because Kian knew how I edited. Most of the people like knew my work, but you didn't know anything. You just trusted.
I did. Well, I trusted Keen's judgment.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh shoot. And so I was like, I really need to like amp up my game. And it was effing scary.
You killed it.
It was scary, dude. It was
Fucking
very
killed
scary.
it. That was one of the best road trips I've had.
Really?
Ever. Yeah.
Really? No way.
That was so much fun.
We
Can I
saw an
cuss?
American
Do
Eagle.
you cuss on this?
Yeah, cuss. Say whatever the F you want.
Okay.
Say it.
I'll say
right
whatever the F I want now.
now. No, say the real thing.
I'll say whatever the fuck I want now.
Let's go. Just kidding. Anyways, so I'm going to start off with this. I just want to get like the conversation rolling.
Okay.
So you go from someone who works at Urban Outfitters,
Yeah.
Sonic, and Yogurtland or something like that.
Good. Yeah. Good shit.
And
knew
you
that.
just become a freaking YouTuber. Look at Barry. He's just staring at me. But you just become a freaking... He's like, really? He's like, no joke.
Like, how'd you know that?
No cap. But you go from that to just doing a full-on YouTube, like just like chasing that.
Mm-hmm.
You've done O2L, Kin and JC,
Yeah.
JC Caylen, and now live with JC Caylen.
Yeah.
And you've also are a designer for Tio.
Yes, sir.
Dude, you're a full-on entrepreneur, like full-on entrepreneur. And
I don't even know how to spell that, but I guess I am one.
me neither. I wrote it here and I just guessed it. But I want to start off with something that really shocked me this week, and that was you saying, I'm uploading 7 videos today. And hearing that was just like 7, dude, I can barely upload 1 video a week.
Yeah.
And so I want to start off with the question, where does your work ethic come from? And who or what installed that drive within you?
Ooh. My dad.
Oh, let's
My
go.
dad's always told me, he's like, back in like 2016, you know, I was still doing my thing with Kian, did world tour and stuff. So I thought I was working hard. Uploading like, I don't know, we were uploading like twice a week maybe or whatever. I was like, oh man, we're working hard and this money's coming in, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And my dad was like, nah, you wake up at like noon, 1, whatever.
Yeah.
And I always told my dad, I'm like, dude, our schedules are different. I work till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like editing and stuff. And that's why I have to get up at 12, whatever. And he's like, no, you got to get up with the sun. You work harder. And you go to bed at a decent time. You work with the sun. Like, you work with, like, it being bright outside and stuff. And he's always told me that. He's always told me that, and I'm like, no, you're dumb. Like I'm making my own path, and I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah. What switched that then?
I think growing up. Yeah. Just growing older, and learning how to manage my time well. Yeah, I don't know what the switch was. Maybe it was because I was in a relationship for 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that really like grounded me, and I was like, okay, I need to get my shit together, because you know, you get into like this mode of like, okay, well, what am I gonna do for the rest of my life? I don't want to be waking up at noon every day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already getting a little older, so I want to get up early with the sun, get my shit done before, say, like when the sun goes down. When the sun goes down, that's when I'm like in my like chill mode and stuff. So
yeah.
So yeah, I think that just kind of like it's kind of like it's a good habit. So I just got into good habits. That's really what it is.
Whoa, bro.
Good habits.
Dude, that's crazy, because I think one of the things I've seen the most out of your stories and everything that you've posted, the thing I really have seen, and it's genuine, that comes from you, is that you enjoy your work ethic. How do you how does someone enjoy their work ethic?
You have to build a team. You won't enjoy work if you're loaded off of work. Like if you're working literally 24/7, you're gonna get tired out.
Yeah.
It's so much fun to work with others, and because you bounce off ideas, and it gives you more time to do other stuff. That's why I'm able to do like 10 videos a week or whatever I do now. So like I have a team. Obviously, my team's not very big, but I do have a team. I have I have Andy. He's my editor. I have my boy Thomas. He's my personal assistant on some days. I have my boy Kian. I work with him with everything pretty much. I have Jake Miller, who films all stuff for me. I have my boy Danny. He does the photography. So I have like a team.
Yeah.
It's not really like a team where you like roll up and do everything with, but
it does look like
I do need someone to do photos or video, I have them. I need someone to like run and do me some stuff like while I do other stuff. I have, So it's building a team and people you trust, and working together, and y'all all just like kind of build up, something great. When did
you learn that you needed a team rather than you working by yourself? And how does someone build a team without having, like for me, right? Like, I'm not saying like I don't, like I do stuff by myself, and I do realize I would love to have a team, but one, I don't have the money for it.
I know. Yeah.
It's like, I know you're broke.
Yeah. No, I get it, because a lot of people, I tell people like, you need to build a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just say that, and it's hard because you have to trust people. Like if you're filming like an hour-long footage of video, and especially nowadays, you don't know what you say and do, whatever. Yeah. It's just like, and you don't mean stuff. It's just kind of like funny and whatever. And you have to trust people with the footage that you get, because if like I don't know if whatever comes about, and you just don't want like your personal stuff out there or whatever. You want to cut that part out, you got to make sure you trust your editor, So I guess going back to your question, when did I know I needed a team? I guess I didn't know. It kind of just stumbled upon it, back like 3 or 4 years ago. We had Bobby editing our videos.
Yeah.
And it really helped us make 3 videos a week on Keen and JC, and that's when we were killing it.
Yeah.
We were doing 3 videos a week, and they were really long videos, and we couldn't have done that without Bobby.
Wow.
Right?
Shout out to Bob.
Shout out to Bobby. Love you. And obviously Bobby was working on his own things, and his things started to grow, so he couldn't work for us. Like he couldn't like be editing for us anymore.
Yeah.
Then we met Andy, and then just like once we met Andy, like it kind of like fell into place with stuff. Like he really enjoyed editing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that worked out. And then once you like start like, oh, like you're getting pulled here, you're getting pulled there, you're like fuck, I need people to do some of these things for me.
Yeah.
In order to give it my all in certain areas. If that makes sense. So yeah, that's I guess what a team is. Like Jake is good as hell with the camera.
Yes,
you were good as hell editing. Like Thomas was good as hell like making us burritos and like he was. No one else could have made a burrito like him. No one else could edit like you. No one else could hold a camera like Jake. Like I'll stick to like the things I'm good at, and then let's build something like a freaking empire, and like make it all work. Like everyone's just doing everything that they're good at. And I've like, it's crazy because I've always been so about that. Like imagine if everyone loved what they love. Like imagine if everyone worked towards like their passion and everyone just loved their work. Imagine that. Like you go into work and you fucking love it. Everyone would be in such a fucking good mood.
But you're living that. That's the thing. That's why
I'm living it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I had to get here, but just imagine that. And dude, I know there's people like probably watching and stuff like, fuck, dude, you know what? I fucking hate my job at like wherever you work, Chili's, you know, like I hated my job at Urban Outfitters. It fucking sucked, but like work towards the things you like to do, or just fucking do the things you like to do more and more and every single day as much as you can, and it'll eventually turn into a job.
Do you think there are things, sorry to interrupt, but do you think there are things in, because even some people who want to quit their job, right? Do you think but they can't because of financial situations.
Yeah, you can't.
How does someone enjoy what they do knowing that that's not the end goal for them, but they are aspiring to go somewhere else?
I think it's the idea of getting to where you want to be. And that's what you have to have the drive for. Okay. I never knew I'd be in this position, so it's hard because I don't think that drove me. I knew I thrived off friendship, and creating, and YouTube brought those two things together for me. So I think when I started making videos and I really liked it, I started making videos back when you couldn't even make money. Dude. So that wasn't the goal at all ever. So I did it for fun. Just so happened they did the partnership program. I was like, oh shit, whoa, this is cool. So it kind of stumbled upon me for it, but I guess like me living through it, that's, if I were to tell my younger self that, like I think it would work out. Like hey, work harder. Like my little brother, I tell him, hey, you like playing video games? You can make money now doing that. Like don't waste your time fucking playing. Yeah. Stream it. You know, you never know what can happen. I build a community, make friends with people, and play video games like you're already going to be doing.
Dude, even when you're streaming, like I'll watch your streams and there's people that I don't even know of that are like, your community's so big, dude. There's so many people that are a part of what you do. And I mean, going back to the team thing, you really do create a team in whatever you're working in. Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
So I got another question for you. So you're always creating something new. And I think as someone who works in YouTube and is a creative, your job is always to create something new. It's never like, oh, you know, with a 9-to-5 job, and this is no way am I discrediting a 9-to-5 job in any way. I've done it.
People love that shit, fucking do it.
Yeah, if it works for you,
love it.
Yeah, and
people love schedules.
If it works for you, it works for you. How do you, first off, going back to the 7 videos thing, I was like, how is he able to create 7 new video ideas and continue that for a whole year? Which blows my mind. So I guess the question is, what keeps your creative muscle going and what keeps it growing?
Well, currently I have different goals every single, I guess it changes. My goals change, right? At first I was doing it for fun. Obviously I'm still doing it for fun. This shit is like, I'm mind blown of how much fun I do have in my work. But now like there's different goals. Like I want to have a pop-up shop for Tio, like bigger and better. I want to like, hopefully not even a pop-up. I want to like create an actual store. I need money for that. I want to buy my mom a house. She deserves it. I need money for that. So I think like not saying money drives me, but making the people that are like, that I need to make happy drives me. Or like myself, you know what I'm saying? If I can have a fucking store, dude, I will be happy. Like maybe I'll quit after that, everything, and I'm said and done. I buy my mom a house. Just like buying a house for myself. Like after I buy my mom a house, like I want to buy myself a house, and like so my family's set for the future. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of all like, I think that's what drives me is like I want to make sure that my family's set for the future. Wow. Yeah, that's a good drive, bro. Even when you were talking about having your own store, I remember that you said you wanted your stuff to be shown at Barney's. Yeah, I would love that. Barney's one. You know about Barney's, yeah, bro.
What?
People at home don't know. They went out of business.
Oh.
Barney's was a really cool store that I shopped at.
He started crying in the podcast.
Yeah, I start crying. This is the part that makes me cry.
Yeah.
Not like talking about my mom.
This is my clickbait.
Like that. Yeah, Barney's was a store filled with like designer clothing. And I'm like so intrigued by that just because it is like cut and sew. Like when it comes to like designing a shirt, there's like stock and then there's like you actually design it. Yeah. From sizing to stitching to everything. So I'm like more interested in the cut and sew side of it. And so that's what that store was all about. It was about designers, like I would assume, like hopefully myself one day. It puts out like art through clothing and fashion. So that's why I like the store so much. But it closed down, went out of business. So that's great.
Dang.
Love it. I wanted to be in that store so bad. But I'll just create my own store.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's like, why don't you just create your own store where there's, influencers just like you, not influencers like YouTube influencers. I mean, anyone basically, but like aspiring designers.
That'd be cool.
Like be a leader in the sense of like bring that team idea into a different store.
Yeah.
You know?
The store is called Barney's.
Yeah.
So maybe some guy named Barney made it. I need to make a store called
JC's.
And that's it.
Dude, that's what's up, bro.
That's hilarious.
How about like designing, right? So I've seen your designs, bro. Like it's not merch.
No.
It's not.
Sorry. We have roommates playing Call of Duty right now.
Yeah. I guess another question I have, bro, is even with Tio, do your designs come from a place where it's heartfelt or you're just doodling and it just kind of pops up?
Both. I think the words come through my, like, I guess, like what I'm feeling and stuff. Yeah, no, I feel like my words come through like my mind, soul, heart, and then like the doodles are just like doodles, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just inspiration I see. I like drive all the time, and I'll see like billboards, just like even posters that are like kind of like glued up on the thing, graffiti, like the sidewalk spray paint, like all that stuff like inspires me. So I'll take pictures, and I'm like, excuse me, I'll take pictures, and then I'm like, oh, this is dope. Like let me like do something kind of like this and make it my own.
Wow.
So I feel like that's always with everyone. Like it's hard to like make up. Who made up the first fucking smiley face? Like
no one.
Yeah, no one. Like it's just there. So like I don't know. You take inspiration from others always. Like that's just it's just constant creating. I guess. Yeah, I feel like that's just with everything and what everyone does. I don't know.
Just even creating wise, it's like I think the thing that I really just what I've seen from everything you've done, whether it's streaming or designing or creating videos for your stream channel on YouTube or your own channel, you always do it with excellence. There's never a moment where where it looks like you just posted to post.
Oh yeah.
So I guess the question is, how do you handle the pressure when you're creating something so unique and close to your heart as like something with Tio?
Oh, that's a good question. I wouldn't say everything I release I am absolutely in love with. So because there is deadlines sometimes. So like there is times where I release stuff and I'm like, that's not gonna be the best video, but at least there's something out there to kind of fill in the void.
Yeah.
Because if I'm saying I'm posting every day, I'm posting every day. Like I stick to my word. So
let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not in love with every single thing I put out, but yeah, I think when it really pays off when you actually work hard towards something big. Yeah. Most of those things come from Keen and JC because we work really hard on our stuff. Even the vlogs, like there's times where like I'll spend X amount of dollars and spend 24 hours building it up, and then all my videos get demonetized. Kind of sucks, but so I don't know about vlogs, but yeah, like that stuff, I don't know. It pays off because in the end, all we have is like memories, right?
Yeah. And
if those memories are recorded, you don't even have to remember them.
Yeah.
They're on YouTube forever. I hope if YouTube never shuts down. But when I'm 55 and I'm telling my grandkids like, hey, dude, like that's funny that you just did that when he's like 17 or whatever. Like that's funny you did that because that like at your age, like I was doing this and I can show them a video. Like at your age, I bought my friend a stupid car, or, like whatever.
Yeah.
like I went, did this, I did that, and I want to show them like kind of like not proof, but something like they can laugh at and stuff. So, yeah. So I think whatever I put out, it's just a memory, and it's good no matter what. So I kind of look at it that way, I guess.
That's a really good way of looking at it. Do you look at T.O. like that too, as memory wise, or no?
Yeah. I wouldn't say memory wise, but it's nice to, like, I always try to keep at least one of everything I release, right, in my closet, because again, like 20 years down the line, I don't know where it'd be. Maybe won't be here anymore, but it'd be really cool to like be like, hey, this is the first thing I've ever released.
Like, this is where I started.
This is where I started. It's crazy where it's gone.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
dude, that's effing cool, bro. I'm looking at like everything that I do. You know what? Okay, I want to mention something where I was like really shocked. But I was watching your stream channel, and there's this one video where you're just like playing Among Us, and the game consists of people just being like, "Oh well, went that way and went that way." Yeah, I saw that one. That's hilarious. If someone told me that idea, I'd be like, dude, that's such a dumb idea. But when I watched it, bro, I was like, this is effing genius. Yeah. So first, how do you come up with an idea like that? How do you come up with an idea like that and have the confidence to be like, all right, I'm uploading this?
I think it's just, again, it's like, what's crazy? Deadlines. So if you put, I've noticed this growing up. So this is a pretty big important like lesson that we learned here. When you put deadlines on something for yourself, you're almost forced to become creative, whether you like it or not. Because I've always done this, and I've done they know and stuff. Like for my main channel, I would be like, I don't want to release anything unless it's awesome. Yeah. Don't release things for 4 months. Yeah. It's like, okay. Like, you need to put a deadline on yourself. You need to be hard on yourself. You need to it's almost like a 9 to 5. You'd be like, hey, wake up at this and create something. Yeah. If it's shit, don't release it. It's fine. But then do it again tomorrow. So it's like, I feel like that's the same mentality. So when I'm on stream, I'm like, oh, you guys got any good ideas? And actually, Jake Weber had that idea. He's like, oh, let's do sounds. Like, let's all be a sound. So we'll talk in like third person, but if it's a fart, you have to go, you know what I'm saying? Or you have to, if you're a sheep, you have to go, wah, whatever, or a baby crying. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a stupid idea. But I'm down because we're here to create. We're here to have fun. We're here to do whatever. So we tried it out. We did I think we only did 1 or 2 rounds, not even that. But we got a whole, whatever video out.
Dude, I was able to watch the whole thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just being open-minded, open-hearted, and just having fun with your friends. I think shit happens. It really does. Nothing's gonna happen if you're staying in bed and and I know people really do that, and it's really hard. The hardest thing is to start and get up and actually just grab a camera or grab the thing that you need to do. If you're a painter, grab a paintbrush or that's what really is hard is starting it. Yeah. But once you start it and you're on a groove, it feels really good. So you need to make sure it just you have to just fucking do it. Just get up and do it. It's hard to say, I know it's hard to just say. It's easier to say that and then just do it, but
it's kind of like going to the gym. Forced. When you start going to the gym, you don't want to go. There's no willingness to go, and then the minute you jump into that habit, whether it's a month or 3 weeks or whatever, your mentality switches from I don't want to go to the gym to I have to go to the gym because this is the only thing that's producing stability, joy, whatever it is in my life. 100%. So that's what's up,
exactly.
Bro.
That's how it is with streaming. I'll miss a day of streaming. I'm like, dude,
how many times a week do you stream?
Freak, dude. At least 4 or 5, I'd say.
Wow.
There's times where I'll miss a day or something because I'm busy, but yeah, at least 4 or 5. But
do you ever get tired from it?
No, I love streaming so much because it's it's a check-in. Oh, this is what I'm doing. And I have people there to support me, obviously, and I'm at the same time filming for my gaming channel. So, yeah.
How do you keep with streaming? So you're filming for your gaming channel. You're having your stream. There's always that constant level of needing to entertain to a certain sense. Do you ever get tired from that, or do you think that's just a talent within you that's able to keep it up no matter what part of the day it is?
Yeah. I think especially with streaming, because I have to actually, it's live. I can't cut out the boring parts.
Yeah.
yeah, that my chat knows like when I'm tired or when I'm like hyper.
Oh, really?
Some people usually are like, "Are you okay? Like you seem sad than usual." And I'm like, "No, I'm just like tired."
Yeah.
Like, but I have to film. I have to like film. I have to like stream right now in order to like get videos up. So like they roll with the punches.
Wow.
Like if it's calm, I'll make sure it's calm. Like I'll make sure those days are like, you know, like chill. Like I appreciate you guys so much, this and that. If I'm hype and I'm drinking on stream or whatever, like it's more of like a hype thing. Like fuck yeah, you know, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. They roll with the punches.
Have you ever raged on live?
Yeah, fuck yeah, rage, dude. Among Us pisses me off, especially my boy Kenny Brown, bro. If you're watching this shit, he's too good.
Really?
He susses me out, and he's always right, and he gets me out all the time as imposter. Yeah.
So he knows you. He knows you well.
He knows me really well,
dude.
Yeah.
Even I was talking to Andy, which is your editor, and Andy was telling me how your streaming channel has been doing very well.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you have an eye on catching what grows and what's trending and jumping on it because you've been so long in the industry, or do you think it's a sense of luck?
No, definitely not a sense of luck. You see, you have to be like, you have to make this a lifestyle. And I've noticed that you can't just be like a part of me wants to like live on an island without a phone, right?
Yeah.
Another part of me wants to I want to buy my mom a house.
Yeah.
So, but that outweighs my selfish wants, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
If I want to buy my mom a house, I got to work. What's working right now is Among Us, right? Among Us, massive amount of views, gets more views than my vlog. All I have to do is stream for an hour. It's easy. Don't have to spend money. I don't have to buy Crawford a fucking car. I don't like none of that. Double amount of views, double amount of monetization, easy, done. So yeah, I forgot what the question was.
I forgot the question too, bro.
Yeah, what was the question?
I was just so interested in the conversation, what you got to say.
What was it? Fuck.
How do you know if it's luck or if like, yeah, I guess what's better, knowing the trend, or do you think it's just luck?
Yeah, I go on like a tangent. I'm so sorry. But
it's
yeah,
okay, bro.
Definitely lifestyle. So if you're like constantly, like I watch other streamers as well to kind of learn from them. Like, okay, what are they doing that, like, especially the poppin' ones, like how has this person got 80,000 viewers? Like, man's not even talking to his chat. So I don't know. I'm like, okay, I kind of learn from them, and I learn like what's poppin', what's not.
How much time is invested into that?
I think it's just like watching like one or two people here and there, you know, like when they go live. I'm like, okay, this is what they do. This is really cool. I think I could do this, you know. That's how it started with YouTube.
Okay.
So I watched a couple YouTubers and I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. I could do this.
Yeah, because a lot of times when I try to seek inspiration, I'll be like, oh, I'll watch another YouTuber, just seek inspiration. And I end up on the site for like 5 hours seeing a video of like a lion eating a tiger.
You get to that YouTube.
Yeah. Just like, dude, I was supposed to make a video 5 hours ago.
I start watching Among Us videos and I end up in like top 10 scariest clown sightings ever or something. Yeah. No, I try to like stay focused and stuff, but you know what's like trending and what's not when you're like in it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so what do you think is more important? Do you think with consisting of something that's trending and posting consistently, do you think, I know this is kind of like off topic but still on topic, what do you think is more important, having talent or work ethic? What leads to success? What leads to the final destination of where you want to be?
That is such a good question. Okay. Talent over work ethic.
Really?
No, I'm sorry. I'm like repeating it in my head. Talent over work ethic, or work ethic over talent. I'm gonna have to put work ethic over talent.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of people that have the talents in them, they just don't have the work ethic. And I truly believe that. And I feel like everyone's talented. Literally everyone is talented at something, you know? And there's a job for literally everything, or there will eventually be. So yeah, that I truly believe that. I think it's the work ethic over the talent for me.
Do you think work ethic builds talent?
Definitely. Practice makes perfect, you know? Most definitely. So like,
shoot, I thought I put this on Do Not Disturb. I did. What the F?
No, yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Practice makes perfect. So if you're working hard every single day, you're gonna get somewhere.
Yeah.
More so than you were when you started. You know what I'm saying? If you have the talent, then you just, you know, you're talented as hell. If you have talent and work ethic, you're set. You're
Example A right here.
Set, dude.
Example A right here.
I couldn't even like tell you my talents on camera, but I do work hard. So I feel like I'm like the work ethic guy.
Where do you think? Because to a certain sense, to someone like me, right, where I only have 60,000 subscribers and only 2,000 subscribers on this channel. First off, thanks for giving me the opportunity to do this. I really appreciate that. But also, dude, what was my question? Fudge, dude. It was a good question, too.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a good question. Dude, sometimes I think I have dementia. I'm just like, dude.
You're like talking. Dude, I feel like I have bad, man, it's just like a attention. My attention span is just so blatantly bad.
It's like so
like go off on a tangent, and then I'm like, fuck, did I even answer his question?
No, dude, you've been doing really effing good in this. Oh, okay, 4 mil. I was talking about you have 4 mil. Oh, this is my question. Mm-hmm. So, because for me, right, if I hit 1 million subscribers,
yeah,
I'm like, yo, I made it. You know, there's nothing, even 100,000. I'm like, yo, I can at least say like I got somewhere. Yeah. You know, where people have 500, 400, 200, 300. And even when I'm walking down the street and someone asks me, they're like, oh, you have 60,000 subscribers. They're like, whoa. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this is nothing. Yeah. I mean, I'm still grateful for it.
100%.
But when you reach a level of almost, you have what, 3.2 million on K&J or almost, right? Something like that?
I have around there for sure.
And you have so many subscribers on so many other different platforms. What is the bar that you set for yourself when you're at that level?
I think 10 mil.
Wow.
I feel like 10 mil is unreachable for me.
Wow.
Yeah, because I've been in the game for so long. So I see these other YouTubers, say like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, who else is doing it right now?
PewDiePie.
Like, oh my God, that's a whole nother level of something else. He's not even in that category. But like those people that like just blew up in a matter of like a year or two and hit that milestone, it's like I feel like that's the only way to do it. But obviously, it's like I can't have that mindset because if I work hard, obviously, I'm gonna go back on my word and stuff. So if I work hard, I'm hoping eventually I get there. But dude, 10 million just seems so out of reach. It's crazy. Dude,
that is insane.
It seems out of reach. And especially since Keenan JC, like, we have been in the 3 mils for so long. Is there ever going to be, like, a massive hump where we're just 7 million skyrocket? I doubt it. There's no way.
But why do you doubt it?
Because it's, like, it's almost like unless we do something greater than what we've already done, we're not going to get there because we've already done all this stuff and we hit 3.
Yeah.
Unless we need to do something double, if not more, doper to hit 10.
How much did you grow? Okay, so you're talking about growth of the K&J channel. How much did you grow from the Reality House?
We grew quite a bit, yeah. But it wasn't anything like millions of subscribers or like even hundreds of thousands. I mean, maybe a couple 100,000 or something. But nothing like I mean, that sounds nothing. There's like different tier. Like,
there's nothing wrong with talking about success. You know, your level of your limit, your bar of success. There should be no shame in having
it's weird.
that.
It's really weird because I upload a K&J video.
Yeah.
And it gets say 500,000 views in say like a week. I'm like, dude, that video did shit. That video did shit.
That's a good mentality.
Like that's ass. That sucks. Like if it's at 750 in a week, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, okay, we did that, you know? But it's so weird because like I have, say my vlog channel, upload, I'll get 100,000 views, say in like 2 days. I'm like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty dope. I did that shit.
Yeah.
So it's like different like levels. And that's because my main channel has the same subscriber amount as Keenan JC.
Wow.
So I don't even think it's like it's just that. I think it's like there's a norm when you first upload or there's a second upload. And if you don't see growth, then that's when what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I could have 100 and then get 200 on my next one and be like, fuck, that's dope.
Yeah.
Like as long as you feel like you're growing, that's when it feels good for me.
Bro, that's crazy. Yeah. Dude, I have so many questions right now.
You're good. Go for it.
What do you think of the podcast so far?
Dope. This is cool.
Dude, you're starting a podcast too.
I want to start one, guys. I'm still on the talks, but we don't know yet.
So talking about achieving and just chasing, I guess, success in any level and bar that you've set.
Yeah.
What gave you, because, you know, when I look up K&J, the first thing I see on YouTube is K&J compilations. And a lot of the compilations are you guys just with Andy's edits doing all these crazy things and being loud and being stupid. And from the day that even personally as a subscriber, knowing you and knowing the type of content you guys do, it's always been jackass type of content where it's like pushing the limits and all that stuff. So to a certain sense, what gave you guys the confidence to pull the trigger on Reality House, where it's so completely different to a sit down video and you guys just screaming and doing this and that? What gave you guys the confidence to say, hey, we're going to put $25,000 down from our own pockets and hope that someone sponsors us. Then we're going to gather a bunch of YouTubers and be a part of this, where it's not that sit down video where it's like, you know, you're getting your finger like broken by a mousetrap. Where does that come from? First off, where did the inspiration come from the Reality House? And I feel like you've had that question multiple times. But what gave you guys the confidence to switch content?
So it's all circumstantial. It's okay. I'm gonna try to give it to you very easy.
Take your time, bro.
Keen and I, we like to do jackassy type stuff, challenges, all this stuff, right? Push the limits, like you said. Then we started doing like Keen and JC challenges, putting our friends through the stuff we went through. Right. So that kind of was like there. It's like, oh, okay, we can put other people through this stuff. People would be down to do the stuff that we do, right? Then, you know, as we kept going, like, okay, we noticed that Mr. Beast would put in a lot of his money into his videos, and we saw the growth on that, and we're like, oh, dope. Like, let's start doing some last to leave things and putting our friends through some stuff, you know, for some cash, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it makes good content. We build up our friends, our friend group, you know what I'm saying? And everyone wins. Everyone literally wins. So we started doing last to leave freezer, last to leave the hot car, you know, like pushing the boundaries and stuff like that. And then Keenan had this idea. It's like, oh, let's build a box. Let's build like a 4x4 box and put YouTubers in it. And then last to leave that wins. And we'll make it all transparent so we can all just watch them like it's a museum.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, I like that. Where you're going. Okay, this is why you're on the team. All right. So we built the box, me, him, and his dad, and we put YouTubers in it. Put $5,000 on the line.
I remember walking to the Strom house and seeing that.
$5. I don't know how much it was, and we're like, okay, this is a lot, but we know we can at least make it back. If we make 2 parts, like, oh, we'll make profit, right? We weren't looking to make profit; we're just looking to grow. Right? Put the boys through it. It worked out. Blew up. A lot of people insanely loved it. So we're like, okay, let's do it to girls now. Made 3 parts to that series. We started seeing profit, right? Okay, this is dope. How can we make this again, but bigger? Like, okay, instead of a box, let's do a fucking house. Let's put everyone in a house, and then last to leave the house will win a certain amount of money. I was like, well, we gotta amp it up, bro. We're Keen and JC. We're not, you know, we're trying to go through like the Mr. Beast routes. So we're like, all right, 25K. You know, we'll do 25, 12.5 each. And it's a lot of money, 100% is. It was a risk we were like willing to take, but there was a lot of people that helped us, you know, that day, that we didn't necessarily pay too much, but it was kind of like, oh, here we'll throw you like some money. We're only doing this for 2 days. Like, can you help us out? You can
and during the weekend of VidCon.
Exactly. And it was like, you can stay in a badass house. It'd be fun. Like, you know, whatever. We'd just joke around when the cameras are off. Everyone agreed. That blew up. Last to leave the house, or we called it the Reality House. I don't know how that name came about. And then, that was it. And then we were like, damn, this blew up. And we didn't really see too much profit on it. Actually, no. I think we did the first season. So the next season, we're like, all right. The next season, we really blew a bag on it.
Really?
Like, it was like over $100,000 in production.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But we wanted to step it up. We were like, okay, we're gonna get like an actual film crew. We're gonna get a bigger house. We're gonna make the grand prize $50K. We're gonna have to pay the drivers. We're gonna have to pay this person, this person, this person. So it all came out to like over $100,000. Like,
do you think there's even in that level? Do you already know what the next level is for the can't even speak for the season 3?
For season 3,
have you even, because of the pandemic, obviously we can't, you weren't able to really act on it. But have you even thought of what tops what can top a season 2. How does that mentality, because, you know, as a YouTuber, you're transitioning from being a YouTuber to a certain sense of producer.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just, oh, let's just do this challenge and then next week we'll do this other challenge and just do X, Y, and Z. So okay. I guess the question is, do you know, are you going to top off like season 3? Do you think you're going to do like something even 10, or are you even going to invest into season 3?
We want to invest super heavy because that we really finally felt like our channel was going a different direction.
Yeah.
Which we kind of wanted to do. There's only so many challenges I guess you can do on YouTube before it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, repetitive.
Yeah, more repetitive in a sense. And like we're starting to do part 2s, 3s, 4s, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I don't want to be making part 9s, you know, if you know. So like eventually you have to start, it's still challenges, it's still crazy stuff happening. It's just really not to us, but we're still there, you know? So I guess go back to your question, like Reality House season 3, we really want to do it. And it's getting to the point where we thought like the virus, you know, stuff was going to like not go away, but like settle down, I guess. But obviously that's not the case, and we don't know how long it's going to be here. So, and I've noticed like everything's been like on a halt. Yeah. And then shows started coming out. We have like Love Island. We have Big Brother, who a lot of the people like compared Reality House to, which is crazy because I haven't even seen an episode of that before I made Reality House. They start doing their shows again. Wow. But everyone's like obviously like wearing a mask and stuff.
It's like what we did for the road trip.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like a safe way to do things. Yeah. But we haven't really looked into it, and especially like our partner SeatGeek, who's partnered on both of the things, like
they've been affected the most.
They sell tickets, so it's hard, I'm sure, on them. So like it's hard to like ask them like, hey, can you fund this for us? Yeah. But as far as making it bigger and better, I think we found like a formula. We really hit it on season 2. Yeah. I think just making it bigger and better is being more prepared. Okay. Even more prepared. What's up, Thomas? You're good.
What's up, Thomas?
Speaking of reality. Yeah. Make bigger and better, more prepared, and maybe a bigger house. I don't think a grand prize.
Yeah, like what would a bigger house do? You know?
Yeah, bigger house. The house that we had was like a pretty good size. I think we found a good formula. I think now it's just actually getting people, like different people from like a different variety of like.
Dude, that's a question I want to ask you right now. This is my last question because I don't want to take too much time from you.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about the transition from YouTuber? Because you know how YouTubers went from this transition of we're all YouTubers to Viners are becoming YouTubers to now TikTokers are becoming YouTubers. And it seems like, you know, somehow YouTube has really like been able to allow themselves to stay alive throughout this whole thing. And obviously I don't think YouTube will ever go away. But how do you stay alive as a creative? And because there's a lot of people I know that have been YouTubers, and the minute a TikToker comes in or a Viner comes in and their whole audience is gone because something brand new is at the scene. How have you and Kian been able to stay on the scene and really like believe in your content, but also know how to assimilate to what's new and what's trending?
Honesty.
Okay.
I think.
There's 2 questions I'll ask.
I guess being real with yourself.
How do you feel about the transition?
I'm good. Like I've always believed in like being true, being yourself. As far as like content wise, because then you're gonna be stuck in a limbo of like, oh fuck, like, we're not cussing because we want to keep our 14-year-old, you know, whatever. Like no, like I wanna be able to be myself. I wanna be able to cuss. Like I smoke, I drink, whatever. Not like not like crazy, but you know, like I'm in my 20s. You know, I like to, you know, do some delinquent shit, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I guess just whatever you want to be, you can. Yeah. And right now I just want to be myself. And I know there's other YouTubers that like are in it for, you know, you do make more money when you're PG on YouTube. You truly do. Like so I know some people like keep that in a sense persona, which is good, you know, like they're doing it for a certain reason.
Do you feel that pressure to keep that persona or no?
No, definitely not, because it's me.
Yeah.
So like that's why I don't want the pressure. I don't want to like censor myself. And I found ways to go about it. You know, like obviously my main channel got hit hard. Like I kind of use whatever music I want. I say whatever I want. I do whatever I want.
But it's still good.
That shit gets demonetized, you know. So
yeah.
So I have other like ways to make money that I can just be myself on the main channel, and Keen and JC, honestly.
Bro, just like last thing, because I think the thing that I'm just like blown away from is just how many streams and how many areas you've tapped into. Yeah. And not only tested the waters, you've become successful in. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Like you're not like, oh, I tested this out, it didn't work. I mean, there's always going to be those things. There's definitely things you've tested out and it hasn't worked.
Most definitely.
But to see that you've like, whenever you jumped into something, you've gone 100% and you've applied work ethic, you've applied yourself, you've shown your true colors in everything that you've done. It's been awesome to see.
Fuck yeah, man.
With that being said, I think we're done with the podcast. What do you think?
Oh man, yeah, sure.
You're like, yeah, sure.
I not that I like talking about myself a lot, but I do, because people don't usually ask me questions like this, and if they do, it's one-on-one. And you know, I just tell them and stuff, but it's cool to like kind of get it out there, you know.
But that's what I appreciate about this, because, you know, the reason I'm doing this and I really wanted to do this podcast with you was because there's such a, not that there is a difference, you've always been the same person on and off camera.
Yeah.
But there's such a side of you that people just don't know. And are only able to experience if they live in the house with you, if they've worked with you on other projects or whatever.
Yeah.
And getting to know that personally on the road trip and wherever we went, just seeing how you worked for that and how it is infectious. I just spit, but seeing how it's infectious with everyone that's around you. Like even, I remember I was talking to Dill the other day, who lives in the house. Yeah. And Dill was telling me, like, if it wasn't for JC, like I wouldn't be having the work ethic or the drive or whatever. And so I just want to like applaud you for what you've done and what you've built, because even off camera, you're making an impact, whether it's your jokes or whatever, but getting to know you personally has been a awesome blessing, just getting to know your work ethic and have it infect me. Because the one thing I tell it to myself now when I work and do videos or whatever, it's podcasts or vlogs or whatever, it's like, work as hard as you worked for K&J that whole week. And like, that's what effing,
I know what you mean. Dude, you worked, dude, I was actually super surprised on you. Cause like we would be like, dude, I don't even know. We would be doing some fucking cool shit. We'd be like, amazing view, eating burritos in like a raft like in Seattle, and this guy's just in the trailer work like editing. I'm like, dude, I feel so bad because he can't really enjoy the moment right now.
Yeah, there's moments where I was like pissed, where I was like, dang it. Like,
there's times where you took a couple breaks in there here and there, but like you really just like were grinding it out.
Like when you guys saw the American Eagle,
I like that. Yeah,
I was like, I missed that because I was in an effing
bro.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive you for it. Just kidding.
That's why you had Jake. We caught it on camera.
Anyways, JC, I just want to say thanks for being on the podcast. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time. Appreciate the support.
I could just talk forever, honestly.
No, go for it, bro.
That's cool.
Dude.
No, I'm down to do this again. If you ever want me to again, part 2. If you have other questions, people want to leave comments or whatever, I'm down to answer anything. Because like, there's a lot of times where like, I like getting deep, but I don't like opening up too much all the time. I like to be mysterious and stuff. So
there's parts
when there's times like this, like I do like opening.
And even that, like it's like, you know, getting deep is always good, but you got to know when to guard your heart. You got to know 100%. who you're opening up to, and who are the right people to open up to.
That's true.
So I appreciate the fact that you've been able to share a side of you that not many people get to see.
Yeah.
And
I trust you guys.
And me. Just like edit it, and it's just like, I hate all people. It's like, you just look freaking
it's like
bad.
I hate all people.
Yeah, it's whatever. And it's like you like smacking Barry. Anyways, bro, thanks for watching the Better Together podcast, and I will see you guys there. Peace out, bro.
Peace out. Adios.